Welcome back to our morning view. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about RV organization. If you've been following along on the channel, you know that Ron and I moved into our motorhome about 6 weeks ago, and since we moved in, we've been fine-tuning things along the way. When we first got back into RVing and we got a motorhome, we just kind of did the basics because we're going out for a weekend. We didn't want or felt the need to be really picky. We were just like, yeah, that kind of works. That basket kind of works. That bin kind of works. And we did that, and it was okay. It was fine when we first started out, but now that we're here full time, we realized some of those things, when we're here all the time, don't work out as well as we thought. First up, plate storage. When we got the Gasser motorhome, our motorhome before this one, we were told by a lot of people, you're going to hear a lot of chattering and rattling and a lot of noises. All your dishes are going to make a lot of noises. You need to put things in between to kind of break that noise. So we did. We bought some dividers. And so we bought these things. So we'd have a plate, and then we'd have one of these dividers, and then we'd have another plate. These in the diesel motorhome, not really needed. I don't hear the rattling and chatter as I go down the road. Often I have these kind of balled up in the bottom. I took these out prior to today's video because I don't need them. So I'm tossing them. I don't hear that chatter in the diesel. We don't have that road noise, so it's been fine to get rid of them. Next up, I wanted to talk to you about cabinet organization. When we first got into a motorhome, we needed something just to throw a couple cans of soup, maybe some pancake mix or a loaf of bread, something easy. So I went to the dollar store and I found these bins. They serve their purpose. They have little handles, they're lightweight. The problem with them is this. If I you can see that it torques on this bin. It's just olive oil. The other thing is, these had narrow bottoms compared to the top, so you lose real estate. And in an RV where space is a premium, every inch counts. Let me show you what we've done. So, we've done this. We have two different bins going on in here. Bin one that we started with was this bin. I'm going to just move this one out of the way. So this bin seemed great. And it is great. It works fine. It does everything I ask it to do. It has the nice squared sides. It's clear. It's handled. It's pretty stable, even with all these crackers in here. You can see that it holds its shape. It works pretty well for what I'm asking it to do. The downside of this bin is it's from the Container Store, which isn't a downside. The downside is the Container Store isn't close to where I live. So it's a trek down, trek back. How many do I need? So I needed something that was closer. That's where this came in. So this is the next bin. I'm full up of peanut butter. This bin we're really loving. We got it at Target. It's nice and squared sides. It's pretty stable considering the amount of weight I have in here. I'm happy with it. It slides in, slides out. It's the depth of my cabinets like the other one is. So it works out really great for organization. So we've gone through and we've used these in a lot of places. Both these bins do come in different sizes. All right, come along over here. I'll show you what we have going on over here. As much as I really like those clear bins that I found over at Target, and they work really great, this cabinet is a different shape, not quite as deep, different length. Those bins didn't work quite the same way, and I wanted to organize a little bit differently in here. So we've done a couple of things. One is that same clear bin comes in a smaller size. We keep our coffee mugs in it, so they're contained. I did break that corner rule and when I found these bins, but it helps in this cabinet because these bins aren't as deep. They're still pretty sturdy, and we keep a bunch of our Yeti things in here. And we just find that having that way we know what kind of glasses we have in this bin, what kind of glasses we have in this bin, what glasses we have in that bin, and it's a lot easier for us. When we started camping years ago, we outfitted our RV with just some leftover Goodwill, got it from somewhere, pots and pans, and let me tell you, these were the pots and pans that you would look at and go, I'm not cooking on those. We're cooking outside, babe. And all our meals were planned outside, and it was great when we were camping with the kids. When we started back camping, we needed something a little bit more usable because we're not always camping in sunny weather, cooking over a fire, all of that stuff. We still do it, just not as much as we did when the kids were little. So this is the cabinet of nesting. Let me show you what I have going on in here. So these are some nesting measuring cups, and they come in handy. They snap together, and you have all the sizes, and they all click together really easily, and they all stay together in one piece. So that's great when they're rolling around in a cabinet. This is another thing I found that I really am loving a lot. A set of nesting bowls. But not just nesting bowls. There's a large bowl, which is great. There's a straining bowl, which also comes in so handy when you're cleaning fruit, vegetables, what have you. You can use that, straining up pasta, things like that. This is a sieve. I use it mainly as a strainer as well because, let's face it, I'm not using a sieve very much. This is a little bowl, and I use it as well, a fair amount. And then more measuring cups. These ones do not click together, but they do nest right in here. They don't take up much space. They work well together. The only thing about this set is the bowls don't have lids. So, not necessarily my favorite bowls, but I do use them a lot. These were on Amazon. Here are my pots. So, these pots nest. In here I have a steamer basket, small pot. These are a nice quality pot. They are not super expensive. They didn't break the bank, but they I really love the way that they nested. So they don't take up much space. Have 3 pots in here. Also came with 2 frying pans. Came with lids as well. I have them over in another cabinet because, let's face it, I don't use lids very often. But these have been awesome. So this set that I bought, you can buy just the pots with the lids. You can buy it as a complete set with the pots, lids, and some frying pans. All of it nests. The lids do nest together. The frying pans do nest together. And they are pretty stable together. So I don't worry about them really shifting or that they don't fit well together. All of the pieces fit really well together. I feel like this has been a great purchase. This also was on Amazon. So I just want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope that you were able to learn something today when we're talking about organizational tips and tricks for your RV, and that you're able to take something away from it and implement it in your rig. If you have a tip or trick for organization in your rig, please drop it down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I am still in the process of organizing this, and it is a work in progress for sure. So please, anything that you have to share, drop it down below. Ron's going to drop all the links down below for everything that we purchased so that if you want to find it, you can. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please remember to subscribe, like the video, and ring the notification bell so you know when we have new content out. Until next time, remember to slow down and enjoy the view. Bye.